Hi everyone, Ben here from Sydney Fruit Gardening, and just a little bit of an update in autumn about how the garden's going. First off is these Fuyu persimmon. Fuyu persimmon's been going great. We've had heaps of these already, and there's already so many more on the tree yet to be eaten as well. So really happy with this tree. This is probably the first good harvest we had. I reckon we probably got 40, maybe 30, 40, yeah, fair few. Got the pomegranate, wonderful pomegranate. We've had about half of these already. There's still loads on the tree. Yeah, they're big. Each of them are about 600 grams at least. So they're doing well. Chirimoya, this little guy, is doing okay. Sorry about all the traffic noise, but yeah, this guy's doing okay. I'm waiting for it to kind of take off a bit more though. The bamboo mango, no real growth, but it's doing well. It's getting a little bit cooler now, but still quite warm, above 10 degrees easily every day. This is doing quite well still. Macadamia, dwarf macadamia has been putting out some new growth. It's getting to a decent size now. Hopefully we'll get some fruit or some nuts next season. And I tasted the first pink limeberry the other day. Actually, there's one on here now. Have a look at that. I'll pick that off. Probably a little bit early, but it's still all right. It's got a big seed. That's the size of the seed. They're not bad. Very much a sort of semi-sour. Not much sweetness to them, but semi-sour kind of citrus taste. So yeah, that's the more little fruits there coming. That's the pink limeberry. All right, take you around the back. Lychee's been doing really well. It keeps on putting out new growth. Not lychee, the longan. So that's doing really good. I've done some grafts of this Jaboticaba. They're stayed kind of green with these bags on, so I'm hoping that they will take. Yeah, Jaboticabas are doing all right. This one is the red hybrid, and this one gets more affected by the cold. You can see that already. Costata seems to be okay so far, and this one's a mix of Momotoro and traditional Sabara. It's doing fine. Alright, Jasara palm is doing well. It put out a new frond in this one not too long ago. Oh, this one I'm really happy with, guys. So this is a Nanka mini jackfruit. So that's actually put on quite a lot of growth, and it hasn't stopped. It's still, even though the weather's cooling down, it's still going pretty strongly. So this is really, yeah, I'm really happy with this. This is a small dwarf variety of jackfruit that you can grow in a pot. So I think I've said before, but the problem a lot of people have in Sydney is that the fruit doesn't ripen properly. They can get fruit, but the fruit doesn't ripen in Sydney when the winter comes around. So I'm thinking if I keep this one in a pot, I can move it inside where it's warmer, and the fruit should ripen properly inside. That's the theory anyway, guys. We'll see how we go. Lucuma. Been putting out some small new growth. Lucuma has been doing well. All these Proteria seem to be affected quite heavily by scale. So it's a bit of a challenge. You know, the Canistel, the Abiu, the Lucuma, all seem to be affected by scale. Yeah, so the rest of these seedlings are all doing pretty well. It's just a mix of things in here. All right. Okay, out the back now, and we've been harvesting a lot of apples recently. The Fuji has been affected this year just by I don't know, like a fungusy thing. It's not too bad, but yeah, the fruit don't look good. They just still taste good though. So yeah, but they're doing all right. This peach doesn't know what season we're in. So it's starting to flower a little bit. I don't want it to flower too much. Clearly it's not spring. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. This Rollinia is doing good. Still putting out new growth. And we do have, I'll show you the size of that fruitlet in the bag there. It's doing okay. I don't know really if it's going to get big enough. We'll see. This is probably the next biggest one here. And then there's plenty more. There. A few more around, I think. Anyway, it's still putting out flowers too, would you believe? One up the back there. Yeah, so that's this Rollinia. It's doing quite well, quite happy with it. I think there's a lot of potential. This is the first season it's actually developed fruitlets, so I think there's a lot of potential for the future, even if it doesn't hold all these fruit to full term. This is the other Rollinia. Take a step back, you can see the tree in full profile there. This is its main fruitlet. Anyway, see that there a little bit. I put the bag on just in case. It's only got one other, this one, which is that small one there. Yeah, the rest of the tree didn't hold as many fruitlets as the other seedling tree that I'm growing. So none of these are named varieties, by the way. They're just seedlings. So. White Sapote is going gangbusters, so it is it's pumping out flowers and little fruitlets. So this is the Kampong variety. It has been flowering non-stop for ages now. So lots of small little fruitlets around. Lots of flowers starting to develop. So quite happy with this tree. The Kampong fruit do seem to be a bit smaller than other white sapotes. So I've tried to graft some Max Golden onto it. I'm hoping that will take. I think they're a bigger fruit. So fingers crossed we'll get some growth there, but we'll see. It's a little bit late for grafting. This jackfruit, this is the Espalier jackfruit. It's been shooting out a lot of new growth as well. It's doing really well. Cedar Bay cherry is fine. No flowers on the Cedar Bay cherry, I don't think. No flowers. Abiu, you can see the kind of scale issue that I have with Abiu. I've given it a spray. I've just put it in a cooler corner so it doesn't get burnt. Sometimes when you put that white oil on, or the eco oil, it gets burnt if it's in the sun. So yeah, I'll probably bring this guy inside soon anyway. Quaimuk's all right, doing okay. The seedling tree, still a bit worried I'm going to get a massive tree here and no fruit. I've heard varying stories about Quaimuk seedlings. The little Jabo here started to push out some new growth finally, which is good. Lychee in here, so it keeps on having this little sign of new growth, but nothing actually coming recently. It's doing okay though. Canistella is growing well. So the Kenistel's been pushing out all that lovely new growth. This is left over from that hailstorm, but up top it's looking a lot better. Got all this lovely new growth coming. So we're still doing good, even though we're heading, very rapidly into winter. Black Sapote's doing great. That's the size of the fruit at the moment. It's all billiard ball sized. So that's a good size to be going into winter with. They might put on a little bit more growth when spring and summer roll around. Not a heck of a lot more, but they will put on a little bit more. But they'll go on pause soon during winter. Alright, I'm not sure if I showed you this last time, but we did put in some papaya. This is the red RB4 hybrid. And look, these guys just took off as soon as I put them in, so they're doing really good. This one is the Southern Red. So again, it's doing really well. Lots of new growth. So I'm pretty happy with both those papaya. Alright, this jackfruit here, you can see it's doing really well. That's taller than me now. I did cut it and it is branching a little bit, but this is one I grew from seed myself, just from a crunchy orange jackfruit variety. Seems to be doing okay so far. Oh, and here's the mountain soursop. Just no worries whatsoever. This is a select variety, so hopefully it tastes good, unlike most mountain soursops. But yeah, the cold just doesn't seem to worry this guy at all so far. Here's the cha-cha for you. Chacha's doing well. Soursop is still outside, so I haven't brought that in just yet. I will show you the ones I have brought in a moment. But the soursop is still doing okay. It's starting to show those first signs of stress though, so it will most likely come inside pretty soon. And then I think this might be the last season inside, and I might try and plant it out next season. So fingers crossed. Alright, and that's just the whole tropical area. There's a few bunches of bananas coming. Up there. Got those ones there, the red daccas. Good little bunch there. The fake red daccas. And wax jambu tucked in here. I reckon I'm gonna knock down these red daccas in the coming season and open this up for the wax jambu. And I'll just have to take a pup and plant it somewhere else to keep those red daccas going, because they're quite a good banana. I enjoy them. Got another, again, the fake blue Java up here as well. All right, well that's very quick little bit of a whirlwind tour showing you what's going on. I'll show you the ones that are inside now. Oh yeah, this is the Lakucha. Lakucha's starting to get affected a little bit by I think they lose their leaves in autumn, so that process might be starting to happen. But anyway, it's doing well. These are all my grafted white sapote. These are all Kampong grafted onto just random seedlings. So yeah. Oh, I should show you around here. The coffee's doing good. Coffee's doing good, and the yukon, when you see it flowering, you know that's time for harvest. So we've started to harvest some yukon as well. Goes great in stir fries, a bit like a water chestnut in texture, I think. And lots of lemons and limes, whatnot. Alright, this is a north-facing window into my sunroom. So these plants just benefit from having a warm environment and sun during the day. So it's just a few things here. These things really copped it. The first taste of winter, they were gone, the Clavia lemani. So when I brought them from up north and they didn't know the cold tolerance. Well, we know now. This is related as well. It tried to go the same way, but I think it was just a little bit stronger, and it's a little bit of a different variety as well. Clavia maticara, I think it is. Yeah. So anyway, they may not be terribly successful outside in Sydney. This is a little cinnamon tree that I brought. Little seedling. Miracle berries. Needs a miracle probably to come back. My grafted Luke's finally on the road to recovery. Nursing that back to health. It's sending out one more shoot there. This is my seedling Luke's, which is doing a lot better. It got attacked by that, sort of fluffy scale, mealybuggy things. It's doing all right though. All right, I've got some seedlings I'm growing too. So this is Mame Sapote. And these are all Abiu seedlings. So to get them to actually germinate, I had to use a heat mat, which I only left running during the night time, knowing they get some heat during the day. And yeah, they germinated all right. Here we've just got jackfruit. This was probably the most delicious jackfruit I've ever had. It was a yellow variety, semi-soft, semi-crunchy. I wouldn't say it's fully soft or fully crunchy. It sparkled in your mouth. It was so delicious. These are some new ones I got off somebody. Puteria torta, variety of Maranhão in Brazil, but apparently it's not actually from Maranhão, so a bit confusing. I'm told these are cold tolerant Abiu in a sense. So we will see. We will see, guys. They've got that sort of furriness, that like a cacao leaf. The gentleman actually did the whole process of importing seeds, getting the phytosanitary certificate, etc. So there was a bit of work to actually get these into Australia. There is some new growth trying to come there as well. Alright, I'm going to show you my cacao now. Alright, so the cacao have become houseplants. And so far they're doing alright. There's lots of new growth there. So they're doing well. This is a very sunny sunroom. It gets a lot of sun than say your typical bathroom or what have you. So, give you an example. This is those rubber plants. Has no problem. So this is one of them. This is probably the better one, and it's dwarf cacao, Herania umbratica. And here's the other one. Again, new growth coming and doing really well. So again, the intent with these is that they will be, for their whole lives, they will be houseplants. So for their whole lives, they will be houseplants during winter, even autumn for a little bit, and come out in spring and summer. They are dwarf, they can grow in pots. So, so these will be hopefully cacao houseplants. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll show you quickly the star apple. Star apple's doing really well too. It was dealing with some of these things, like furry aphids or scale or something. I don't know. mealybugs maybe, I'm not sure. All right, everyone, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope your garden's doing all right during this autumn, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye now.